Oh my goodness. Was clicking on mute and it was just like not moving. But hello, 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 friends, and welcome to day 23 of my live. And today is all about the earnest money, okay? Because as a first time home buyer, you have to have money to say, hey, I am serious about purchasing this home right here. So, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Let me know where you're joining from. Drop in the chat, say hello. If you are on Instagram, say hello. If you are on YouTube, say hello. Let me know how your Friday is going. Welcome, Just Lovely Lace. Thank you so much for joining me. And today is going to be a topic about earnest money, like really pretty much as a first time home buyer, why you need to make sure that you are submitting your offer with confidence. Okay. And I'm going to share a story of money that I lost because I changed my mind. Okay. Yes, earnest money is the topic for today. Just Lovely Lace. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely go ahead and share this live with someone who needs to hear this message today. If they're in the home, if they're in the space of looking to purchase a home this year in 2024, definitely send this live to them. Also, if you're watching this later on, hashtag replay. But come on in, come on in, come on in, friends. Oh wow, I already have a question. Yes. I will get to your questions. Okay. I will definitely be answering that, Just Lovely Lace. Thank you for asking that. But let me go ahead and introduce myself because I may have new individuals that may come across my page on YouTube or here on Instagram. But I'm on YouTube at SMM Realty Group, living in Montgomery, Alabama. I had to think for a second. But welcome everyone. Welcome back to my space. I am shevvymac, and I am part of the KW Montgomery team as a realtor there. And I help you to buy your first or next home with confidence and ease. It's not only about educating you, it's not only about selling you a home, but also educating you on making the right choice for yourself and your family. Okay, because I'm not the realtor. I don't want you to move into the home and then 60 days later, you're like, why did I buy this house? It's all about making sure that you are educated on making the right and the best choice for you in that moment. So today I want to talk about why it is important for you as a first-time home buyer to submit your offer on that home that you have found that you are like, I'm in love with and I am ready to own it. Why it is important for you to submit your offer with confidence, okay? And the reason that you want to submit your offer with confidence, because when you submit your offer with confidence, you are telling yourself like, hey, I am sure that this is the house that I want to let me turn it down a little bit, that I want to live in, you know. Also, you are making sure that this is the home that you're not going to be like changing your mind later on. And sometimes we have to be very careful. Instead of rushing into the decision, we have to take our time, because sometimes you may feel a little bit of pressure from your agent. So you like, okay, or maybe a family member is pressuring you to say, hey, just go ahead and buy it and put in an offer. But it's so important for you to take your time and be confident, because when you're confident, you're not going to look back and say, man, I should have took more time because I'm not in love with this home. Okay. And the reason that you want to be confident, because when you decide to put an offer on this home that you are ready to move into, you have to put some money down to the seller. Okay. To the agent who is, listed the house, to say, hey, I would like to put an offer in on this home. But with that, in order for them to take you seriously, you have to say in good faith, I'm letting you hold this X amount of money to let you know that I'm serious about this home. And this is called your earnest money. Some individuals, some companies may not require that, but honestly, in today's society, most companies require you to provide some type of financial investment into that home that you're looking to purchase. And it can be $1,000. Some company may want $5,000. Some people may, because if they really want the house, they may put down $20,000 if you have the money. But all of that is earnest money that at the end, when you get to closing, if you do get the house, it will go towards your cost, which will be a credit. So it is so important, friend, that when you have or you've made the decision to follow through and put in an offer, make sure that you are okay with putting that offer in. But also, if you change your mind, that you may not get your money back. Okay? You may not get your money back. So do understand that even though you put down your earnest money to put in an offer and secure your position in that to purchase that home, do understand that if you change your mind within a certain time frame, you may not get your money back. And the reason I know this because this happened to me. Okay. But before I get into that story, let me answer Just Lovely Lay's question. She said, should earnest money be kept in a separate bank account? For you, it doesn't have to be, but the company, the mortgage company that you are going to give the earnest money to, yes, they have to have it in a separate account. It has to be deposited and so forth. So in that sense, yes, but you don't have to have it in a separate account. You can just write a check. And the earnest money they're not going to take cash. From my experience, they're going to take a money order or a check. So definitely make sure that you are confident and say, yes, this is the house. And sometimes we can be too confident and make the wrong choice. Because when I was looking for homes back in 2021, and I found a home, and y'all, and I was like, okay, this is within my budget. I can afford it. It had like 4 bedrooms, and they had a bonus room with a full bathroom upstairs. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And in my head, I was told, for some reason, it's like, oh, the kitchen will be here. And I was like, okay. And it didn't dawn on me mentally that the kitchen was like, as soon as you walked in, you will see the kitchen. Because at the time this house was being built, I did not see the kitchen like in positioned. So when I heard, oh, the kitchen is going to be here, I'm like, okay. But so I put I did the earnest money. I put $1,000 down. And as I was like, I signed the contract, put in my offer, and this was a build. This was a brand new build. So this could be for a brand new build, or it could be for an existing home. So do know, like, whether you put down earnest money for a brand new build or a pre-built home. If you change your mind later on, do know that that money can be gone forever. You will not get it back. Unless the company is like, okay, you have within a certain window to get it back. Because some contract will have in place where maybe in 3 days, if you change your mind, you can get your earnest money back. And for me, I felt like within those 3 days, when I went back and looked at the house, now they had the kitchen, like the frame, and I walked through that door, y'all, and automatically I was like, this is not the house for me. Because I did not mentally picture that as soon as you walked into the home, that you will see the kitchen right there. And I'm like, at the front door, I'm like, so you have to go through the kitchen in order to get to the living room. And I'm like, this is not what I want. So I told my realtor, was like, hey, I want to pull the plug on this. I did not expect the kitchen to be right at the door. As you walked in, I said no. So my realtor did his thing, and nothing happened. I never got my money back. So I took them to court, and the court was like, in their favor, you don't get your $1,000 back. So again, this is why it is important for you as a first-time home buyer to make sure that the home that you're looking to purchase and put an offer in, that you are confident, you are sure that this is the home that you would like to buy. So be sure, because if you put that money down and you change your mind a couple of days later, do understand that you may not get that money back. And it depends on how much you gave in the earnest money. So if you gave $2,500, $5,000, you may not get it back. If you put $1,000, you may not get it back. I didn't get mine back, and I'm like, man, that was $1,000. Okay. All right. So question from Just Lovely Lace. Should earnest money be a certain percentage of a home value? It all depends on the company, honestly. It all depends on the company. Sometimes, depending on where you're, It depends on the company. Some company may say yes, depending. They might ask you for 1%. Some people may ask you for 2.5%, 3%. It all depends on the company. And some company may just have a flat, okay, you just need a minimum of $1,000. Because they know at least on average, the average person home buyer has at least $8,000 for a typical home. Any other questions? I'll wait. But yeah, so that was very, just quick, straight to the point. It was all about just talking about earnest money and the importance of making sure that you are confidently submitting your offer, and don't submit and then regret, like, man, I changed my mind. Be sure. That's why it's so important to just kind of take time to think about your decision that you're about to make, because it is a big decision. You're buying a home for hundreds and thousands of dollars. So always look at, is this the one? Does it meet my needs? Does it have the criteria that I was looking for? Yeah, so yes, both of your questions did get answered. I answered both of them. Yes. The first one was, should it be kept in the bank? Yes. If not for you as the buyer, like if you want to, you can. It's your choice. But if you give your earnest money to the company, the mortgage company, or the lender, would it be the lender? The listing agent company, the brokerage company, then they will put that money in a different bank account. And then the percentage, it all depends on the company. It all depends on the brokerage firm. Yeah, so hopefully hopefully you were able to get your answers. Just Lovely Lace, let me know if you still need clarity. Yes, but again, you don't put that in escrow. Like, that's something that the company will do. But at the end of the day, that credit will go towards your end goal, your credit towards your closing. Yes, that is money that the brokerage firm will put into a separate account from all the other money coming in. It's separate. Okay, perfect. Glad I was able to answer your questions. So yes, but as the buyer, you can put your money in. It could be with your regular checking account, or it could be in a saving account. All right. Any other questions before I close out today? It is Friday, so I'm not going to be here long, but I will be here tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about why you want to stick to your budget as you are purchasing your first home. All right. If there are no other questions, or drop a Q if there are any other final questions. But today I talked about why it is important for you as a first-time home buyer to be confident when it comes to submitting your offer, okay? Because when you put down that earnest money and you change your mind, it's a high probability that you will not get that money back. I shared my story of what happened to me. I changed my mind because I did not like the floor plan of how the kitchen was right by the door. Not like right by the door, but like as soon as you open the door to the house, you saw the kitchen center right there. I'm like, nah, that is not for me. I like my kitchen to be like in the back. You walk through the living room, the dining room, then you have the kitchen. But live and learn, live and learn. Sometimes we move too fast. But it's all good. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I am Shevvy, your realtor with KW Montgomery here in Montgomery, Alabama, and I help you to buy your first or your next home with confidence and ease, okay? So if you're in the market to purchase your home in this year, 2024, please reach out to me by sending me a message, or you can just click the link in my bio to book a call, or you can email me at shevvymac@kw.com. That is shevvymac@kw.com. All right, friends, well, have an amazing Friday, and I will see you all tomorrow. And I'm going to talk about sticking to your budget. the importance of doing that as a first-time home buyer. Okay. All right. And see you tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining me.